As y'all can see, we have not even made it to our destination yet. We have a flash and check engine light, or it's solid now, but it'll keep flashing, so it is misfiring. It has me in a limp mode. I can't go over 25 grand. We're just gonna putt it till we get to where we're going, and then I'll look deeper into it. It's always something. Always something. Man, God. Oh.
Next time on Dragon Ball Z.
So this is where it sits. I gotta go back and get my other truck with all my tools on it, pull the code scanner, see what code it popped up, because like I said, I was limited to 2,500 RPM. And I couldn't do nothing, you know what I'm saying? I was trying to blow the tires off. I think Shorty wanted to say hello. Come here. What's up, girl? Yeah. But I'm about to go back and get my other truck. Once I get the other truck, I'll bring it back, pull the code reader, see what's what. I'll try to make this all one episode. No promises that this will all be one episode. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. All right, y'all. So we finally made it back to the crib. I just plugged up my little scanner. Whoa. We got 10 stored codes. Wow, we got some work to do. Misfires, crankshaft position sensor, manifold, crankshaft position sensor. All right, y'all, so I did do a little research, and I got to do some more research to figure out what exactly these codes are. As far as the plans for the truck, I don't want to get attached to it. I simply don't want to get attached to it because we already have too many projects on the channel, and before I take on another one, I would like to finish everything else first. I am going to get my content off of it. I'm gonna fix whatever these codes are so I can help anyone else in need with similar codes, and once those codes are cleared off, we'll probably take it out on the street a couple times just to see what kind of damage we can cause on this bad boy. Apparently it has a posi rear end. I was told that it's a 5.7. I was told that there's a train cam, whatever that means. The drive over here was smooth, aside from the rev limiter not going above 2,500, which I'm sure is probably a misfire. It probably needs a good tune-up. So once I sell this, I'm going to use the money to get another engine for the G35 and then go ahead and slap that in there so we'll have that back running. Y'all know how much I love and miss that car.
One eternity later.
And as y'all see in the background, we messing with this Dodge Dakota today. As you seen from the last episode, it did catch fire. So our next order of business, let's get all of this cleaned off of the engine so we can install parts. I bought everything to do just a generic tune-up. I got the spark plugs, I got the wires, coil packs. We also ordered a belt and an idler pulley that we're waiting on as well. So we got the whole lineup. We got everything for this thing to run optimally. So we're gonna go ahead and get this bad boy cleaned up. Let's jump to it. Hey man, I hope this truck ain't a money pit, but judging by the noises it's making, it's definitely got plans. I got it cheap, which is code for surprise repairs incoming. It's basically my last relationship. Quietly draining me, but at least it runs. We're doing plugs, wires, oil, belt, pulley, and yeah, some chaos later in the video. Let's dive into it. I've done a lot of work off camera. So we did a full oil change on it. We replaced the belt, we replaced the tensioner, we replaced coil packs and spark plugs. That's it so far. I did all of that off camera because I was eager to get this thing running. In the process of doing so, we discovered a tick. I'm thinking that it was, you know, something slight. But then the longer it ran, the louder it got, so I turned it off. I'm gonna turn it on now just to see where it's coming from, but I know that these engines, these 4.7s, are notorious for lifters failing. From what I see, it's either the lifter, the exhaust manifold bolts, piston slap, I can't remember what the other ones are, but I bought a stethoscope, so I'm gonna see if I can identify and locate where the sound is coming from. That way I can better locate what the issue is and we can get to fixing it so we can get this thing out of here. Yeah man, I'm really hoping this engine isn't cooked, but with my luck, it's probably well done and burnt to the crimps. But check me out, over here looking like I'm finna prescribe some oil or something. Anywho, I was able to pinpoint the area of the noise, which feels like a small victory. Kinda like solving a mystery, but I'm gonna have to dive a little deeper now. Time to take the engine apart like I'm trying to figure out IKEA instructions, but with a lot more grease and a lot less patience to really nail down the source of the problem. Well, I got some news, and I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but To me, it sounds like it's just a lifter tick, you know what I'm saying? I was able to put the stethoscope around. I checked here, right on top of the valve cover. I checked the exhaust manifold. Whatever it is, it's right here. I'm assuming it's a lifter because you could hear like a metallic tapping noise up top within these first two cylinders on this left side. So I'm gonna go ahead and order the lifters and rockers, and then I may also go ahead and order just these bolts for the exhaust manifold and then put a new gasket on it too, just to make sure it's sealed up. I think that is what the issue with this vehicle is. And now we just gotta order the parts to fix it safely. What's up, YouTube? It's your boy J-Lo here, back again with another video. And today, for the people who don't know, this is the 4.7 liter Dodge Dakota. I think it's a 2004. Apparently it's a common issue. It can be several things. If you've been keeping up, you know everything that I've tried. I've isolated it to, I believe this is cylinder 1 up front. But today, we're just gonna get dirty. We're gonna jump into it. If you're having this issue, I'm gonna show you possible things to check. Hopefully we can get it resolved. But without further ado, let's quit this talking and let's get into action. I'm also trying a new style of video recording and editing. So I'm gonna start dropping, longer videos for y'all. It's gonna be a less upload frequency, but longer videos. I've had some good responses with that on the older videos that I attempted that with. So that's probably the new channel standard, and that's how we'll operate here. A couple things before we get started here. So I've already done a lot of the preliminary maintenance. I've changed the oil, changed the idler pulley, changed the serpentine belt, changed the coil packs and spark plugs, and that's pretty much it so far. That didn't solve our issue, and after looking, these are notorious for lifter ticks. Apparently the lifters were defective from factory. So thank you, Dodge. And I wanted to confirm before I started throwing more parts at it. I decided to get dirty versus just throwing money. Get dirty, see if I can actually isolate the problem and then fix and repair it. The lifter is number 1 if you're having this issue. Second most common cause for this, the exhaust manifold bolts. Sometimes they shear and snap off, and when they snap off, pretty much it'll cause a pinging noise, making it sound like you have rod knock. Number 3 leads me to the point where it could be rod knock. That's worst case scenario, so hopefully that's not you guys' case. I don't think that is the case with this one, but there's only one way to figure out. So enough yapping, let's do it. This was a pretty easy job. Easy like Sunday morning. If Sunday morning included tight spaces, busted knuckles, and mild emotional damage. Now don't get me wrong, it could have been even easier if I just took an extra 5 minutes to move everything out of the way like a normal functional human being, but nah, I decided to go full sin and work around all the stuff in the way, playing Tetris on hard mode. But hey, the show must go on, and so must my poor choices and back pain. Alright, so it took me long enough, but I finally got this valve cover off. Just as I was suspecting, if you guys can see in frame here, this lifter is what was causing the ticking noise. If you know what I'm saying, move the other ones, there's not much play in them at all, but this one, you got a whole lot of play, getting wobbly and funky and jiggy, you know what I'm saying? So that makes me feel a lot better. That is our issue. This also does concern me because this is the timing chain, and this timing chain does have a lot of slack. I'm not sure if the tensioners in there are oil pressure driven, but for sure this lifter, number 1, is bad, and that timing cover does give me a little bit of anxiety, but it's nothing I'm super worried about. Probably preventative maintenance in the future, but definitely. So I'm gonna go ahead and order the kit with all the lifters in it. Go ahead and pop and replace all these lifters just to triple check, make sure everything else checks out in here. But aside from that, I do believe that was our only issue. We did get a couple other codes. So we got one for the mass airflow sensor, I believe. We got one for the crankshaft. Whoa, I don't know if y'all seen that pause in the camera and whatnot. I just, you know what I'm saying, saw a dog come around the corner. I got scared. That's my little shorty Oreo. Come here. I don't know what she got going on, but that does relieve a lot of stress. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know what it was. I didn't know if it was piston slap or what, but that does give me a lot of relief. That lifter's getting replaced. And go ahead and order the kit, and then we will resume from that point in this video. But I'm gonna go work on the vet. So until then, peace.